actually cannot make this up. The Canadian Cancer Society updated their website to talk about cervical cancer without using the word cervix.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So let's get into this. Fronthole. Unbelievable what I'm going to show you right now. Crazy.
Actually cannot make this up. The Canadian Cancer Society updated their website to talk about cervical cancer without using the word cervix. Instead, they want to refer to your cervix as your front hole. They say on their website, we recognize that many trans men and non-binary people may have mixed feelings about or feel distance from words like cervix. You may prefer other words such as front hole. We recognize the limitations of the words we've used while also acknowledging the need for simplicity. Another reason we use words like cervix is to normalize the reality that men can have these body parts too. I'm not a scientist. Actually, I am quite literally a scientist. I have 2 degrees in biomedical sciences. Can someone anatomically point out to me on the female body, or I guess the front hole possessing body, what the front hole is? Is it your cervix? Is it your urethra? Is it your vagina? We all know what the back hole is, presumably. We can't even understand basic human anatomy at this point because we need to generalize terms like cervix to be inclusive of everything. I'm ready to move to the woods, I think. Like, this was my last... That was it. If I never see you again, this is why.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So first off, I just want to say this. I just love her. But that being said, really, how is that inclusive? How is that inclusive? Not everybody calls it a front hole. First of all, you should never be calling it a front hole because it literally makes no sense. Now I'm going to give you a little secret here. That term came from pornography. How do I know? Y'all know. I have history. I know it. That's literally where that term came from, along with bonus hole. That's where it all came from. So now the Canadian Cancer Society is using this on their website because some people might get offended by their own anatomy. This is the most dangerous thing you could ever do for trans people. In fact, I consider this to be extremely transphobic. Now, that being said, this was literally on their website. I've heard recently that they took it down. But thank God for that thing called Web Archive because I found it. And there it is when you scroll all the way down to where it says, first off on the top, it says, as a trans man or non-binary person assigned female at birth, that language being stolen, again, here we go, co-opting language from intersex people, do I need to get screened for cervical cancer? Why are you even asking that? You are a biological female. Stop denying that. So yes, you have what's called a vagina. Okay, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. It should not make you cry. And if you scroll to down to the bottom of their webpage before they supposedly removed it, because I bet they were getting all kinds of backlash. There it says it. We recognize that many trans men and non-binary people have mixed feelings about and feel distance from the words like cervix. Why would you feel distanced from it? I worked very hard to help trans men connect to their biological space. Because if you don't, bad things will happen to you. I don't care how much you want to be a man. I don't care how much you look like a man. You are trans because of your biology. You cannot change that. It will never change. Okay, maybe you're going to go get what we call bottom surgery, but the majority of us don't do that. So you still have that vagina, and you still have to get screened. And as you all know, I had a horrible situation happen to me. If I went into the hospital, rushed in after what happened to me, and I said, hold on, I have a front hole, they would be completely mortified or mystified and what the heck I'm talking about. So why is this even happening? And why would a cancer society fall for this? They should be ashamed. They should do their homework before they start using these words This word comes from pornography, by the way, Canadian Cancer Society. Maybe you should have looked at that. You should be so embarrassed about what you have done here, and it's disgusting and wrong. And now everyone's talking about it, and trans people look insane again. I understand dysphoria. I have it. But in order to move forward in the world, some things you can change and some things you can't. And that's one thing you're not going to change unless you have bottom surgery. So you're going to be stuck with it for the rest of your life. You're going to have to learn how to deal with it. It is just disgusting. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you can like this and subscribe and all those things because the world has gone nuts. Fronthole. Oh my God. What are they soon going to be calling the back hole? And hey, wait, before we go, I just want to say this. How come it's always the changing of female language? How come we're not changing male language? How come we're not changing the name of penis to someone said meat bag or meat stick? Or how come we're not doing that? Could you imagine? Of course they're not going to do that. This is the misogynistic movement. I keep telling you that. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Have a beautiful, awesome day.